When Stars Are Scattered, Chapter 3. Like every morning, I hear the call to morning prayers over the loudspeakers. It's early, but today I was already awake. I pray that I'm making the right decision. I don't have to say a word. Fatima understands what I've decided. I don't think Hassan understands yet. Maybe Fatima isn't convinced about school, but she still tries to give me extra porridge at breakfast. I'm hungry, but I know that extra helping came from her own plate, so I lie. I'm too nervous to eat. I guess I should go now. I'll only be gone for a few hours. Fatima will take care of you. You'll be safe. I looked him in the eyes and try to use my mental powers to send a message right into his eyes. I'll come back, I promise. Ah! It was so hard to leave Hassan. I tried to shove my fears deep inside me. But even with my brother crying as I walked away, even with fear gnawing at my insides, a tiny part of me felt happy. What was wrong with me? Hey, Omar, are you coming to school with us? You didn't tell me. I don't think you're allowed to just start school. You have to get permission. I did get permission, Ali. And look, I have a workbook and a pencil. Wow. Where'd you get those? That's not fair. You just started school. How come you got a pencil? Don't listen to Tall Ali. He's just mad because he knows you're going to get better grades than him. Am not, Limpy. I wasn't about to say anything in front of Tall Ali, but I seriously doubted I'd be getting better grades than him, or anyone else for that matter. I've never been to school before. How was I going to keep up with all the other kids? Hey, Omar. Hey, Nemo. I've known Nemo basically my whole life, too. She lives a few tents away from me with her mom and her two older brothers. She was walking with Miriam, of course. They are always together, even though Miriam's a little older. I think she's around 15. I think I'm 11, but it's hard to know for sure because I don't know when my birthday is. Miriam is quiet like me, and Nemo is, well, hey, it's the mouse and the shrimp. Not quiet. Miriam's not a mouse. She just knows better than to waste her breath talking to idiots, and I'd rather be a shrimp than an idiot. You're the worst of both worlds, Tall Ali. You're like a towering tree of an idiot. Ha ha ha, towering tree of an idiot. Shut up. Hey, speaking of trees, that's where the school used to be, right? We have buildings and desks now, you know. I know, I'm just saying. Back when I first arrived in Dadaab, the camp was so new that schools hadn't been built yet. Kids just sat under a tree while teachers taught the lessons. Now there are buildings. I wish Hassan were with me. I wouldn't feel so nervous if I had my brother by my side. Gulp. Come with me. I'll show you where to go. Go sit on the floor, Ali. Let Dante sit here today. What? But just go, or I'll tell Teacher Ahmed what you said about his ears yesterday. Usually we take turns sitting at the desks, but I'm tired of that jerk. There are a lot of kids here. Not much else to do around here, is there? Some of the students here are older, maybe 15 or 16 years old. Kids here go to school when they can, so sometimes they get a late start. All the girls are sitting on one side of the room and boys on the other. There aren't as many girls as there are boys. It seems like half the girls in class are hanging around Nemo's desk, singing a song. I'm not surprised. She sings all the time. Ring! Ah! Relax, that's just the bell. It's time for English class. Good morning, class. Good morning, sir. Today we are reviewing introductions. Whew, maybe I'll be okay in school. I understand this. After 45 minutes, the bell rang and a new teacher came in. Next is history class. This one is really boring. Today, we are going to study the Kenyan political system. Wait, is she speaking in English? I thought this was history class. All of our classes are in English. I thought you knew that. Oh, crud. I could barely understand what the teacher was saying. I wrote down words and I knew in my notebook. We didn't have any books to read from, so we had to listen really carefully to the teacher, which wasn't easy with so many kids crowded in one room. Why don't they just keep quiet? Most of the other kids didn't have pencils or paper. I was one of the few kids who was able to take notes in class. I wrote really tiny to try and save my paper. After history, we had science class. And then math class. At least there would be one subject I could understand. Whew, just numbers. I can do this. After math, we had a lunch break. Some of the kids went home to eat, but a lot of them stayed to talk or play with their friends. Why didn't you tell me all the classes are in English? Why don't the teachers speak Somali? Well, not all kids in the camp are Somali, are they? That guy is Ethiopian, those kids over there are Sudanese. Everyone speaks different languages, so English is something everyone can understand. Yeah, everyone understands it except me. Are you going home to eat? Nah, let's go play soccer with a real ball for once. The truth was, I knew we didn't have anything to eat today, and also, I thought it would be easier just to stay away. It would be really hard to leave Hassan twice in one day. After lunch, we had Arabic, Kiswahili, arts and crafts. Today, we're going to sculpt elephants from mud, everyone outside, just like the building pit. Then the final bell rang, and that was it. We didn't have any homework. After all, nobody had any books to study with. That was so boring. My brain hurt from all the listening and concentrating and new facts shoved inside it. But for some reason, I couldn't stop smiling. I'm going to school. What are you smiling at, dodo head? Weirdos. See you tomorrow, Omar. I'm home. Hoo-yo, 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 hoo-yo. He's been looking for you all day. He just sat by the door waiting for you. Okay, you can let go now. I'm home. I missed you. I tell Hassan everything I learned in school. I try to remember the things I didn't put in my notebook and I write it in the sand. Even if he doesn't understand, I share it with him. I can't know for sure, of course, but a warm feeling washes over me, like I'm doing the right thing. I hope my parents would be proud. That's the end of chapter 3. We'll pick up with chapter 4